ACT-1. The tipping point, April 22, 2025. The tranquil tourist valley of Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir, becomes the site of a brutal, cold-blooded massacre. Terrorists storm a peaceful gathering, claiming 26 innocent lives. It was an act engineered to incite widespread chaos across the nation. But this time, the response from New Delhi would not be diplomatic. It would rewrite the book on regional conflict forever. Behind closed doors, Indian multi-agency intelligence went to work. Utilizing advanced space-based satellite imagery, electronic emission tracking, and human assets on the ground, they bypassed the local cells. They looked directly at the source, the state-sponsored nurseries of Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed. 9 precise target zones were mapped across the line of control, stretching deep into Pakistan's mainland, including Muridki and Bahawalpur. Places once considered completely out of reach. ACT-2. The strike phase, May 7, 2025. Night falls. The clock reads exactly 1:05 a.m. Operation Sindoor is officially greenlit. This would be a historic masterclass in multi-domain warfare, combining advanced cyber attacks to blind enemy air defenses with kinetic air power. Leading the aerial charge were frontline pilots using indigenous technology, advanced electronic warfare suites, and long-range precision munitions. By completely jacking and suppressing the adversary's air defense radars, Indian assets achieved total information dominance. At exactly 1:30 a.m., just 22 minutes later, the strike teams turned back. 9 major terror hubs were reduced to rubble. Over 100 high-value terrorists and planners were permanently neutralized. India suffered 0 casualties in the air. ACT-3. Multi-domain escalation. The operation, however, was far from over. Frustrated by the total failure of their conventional defenses, Pakistan initiated a massive, desperate escalation over the next 48 hours. On the night of May 8, they unleashed a multi-domain offensive. Long-range artillery, heavy rocket barrages, and swarms of armed drones targeted forward Indian airbases and military installations. But India's newly deployed, multi-layered air defense grid stood waiting. Advanced indigenous tracking software and tactical communication systems acted as an unbreachable shield. Drone after drone, rocket after rocket, were systematically blasted out of the sky. The ground-based air defenses completely blunted the attack, protecting vital infrastructure from major damage. Simultaneously, the Indian Navy executed a lethal pre-deployment maneuver. Submarines and an entire carrier battle group locked down the Arabian Sea. They were just minutes away from launching devastating kinetic strikes directly into mainland Pakistan from the sea. The strategic noose was tied tight. Face to face with absolute economic and military ruin, Islamabad urgently reached out through international channels, begging for an immediate ceasefire. ACT-4. The new normal by May 10, after 4 days of high-intensity conflict. A ceasefire was formally declared on India's terms. The operation had extraction costs, and 6 brave Indian military personnel tragically laid down their lives defending the nation. Yet, the political and military objectives were entirely achieved. India proved it could execute a high-intensity punishment mission without derailing its domestic economy or stumbling into a long-term war of attrition. Operation Sindoor established a groundbreaking national security doctrine built on 3 non-negotiable pillars. First, any terror attack on Indian soil is now officially handled as an act of war demanding an immediate military response. Second, the myth that nuclear weapons can shield state-sponsored proxy warfare is permanently shattered. And third, India maintains a continuous policy to identify, track, and punish every single threat to its sovereignty. Named Sindoor, to symbolize the absolute protection and dignity of its people, This brief, overwhelming operation permanently changed the geopolitics of South Asia. It sent a clear message to the world. India possesses the flawless technical capability, the seamless joint force integration, and the unshakable political will to defend its citizens, anytime, anywhere.